Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Last episode, we completed the Cadwell's Aradon location, and we have moved on to Grotwood. Now, we came over on this boat. We had a little drinking contest with Captain Jamila, and she claims that I lost. So I was supposed to do everybody's laundry on the trip over, but luckily that didn't happen. She had such a bad hangover, I don't think she really remembers what happened. And at the end of the stream, we arrived on the boat. We've got people injured. Apparently it has something to do with pirates. I'm gonna read the quest and see if it says anything about what happened. I don't think it will. We're gonna talk to the captain here in a minute. But the quest that we have is called The Great Tree. And it says Queen Erin has heard rumblings of discontent in Elden Root, the Altmeri Dominion's capital. She wanted me to travel ahead of her and assess the situation. The Queen asked me to speak with King Cameron and find out what the heck's going on. So that's apparently what we're supposed to be doing. So we are going to talk to Queen Jamila and see if we can't get an update on what's going on here, because we got smoke coming out of the hold. We've got bodies everywhere, and we're not in a proper docking location. So let's see what she has to say about this.
Haven is under pirate attack. Worse, they climbed in through our portholes and breached the hull. I'll use their blood to swab the decks. Think they'll put more holes in my hull, do they? We had just finished repairs on the last one.
Oh no. Well, what can I do?
We can't shore up the keel with saboteurs around, but we spotted a soldier nearby. Looks like Khajiit Royal Guard and some refugees.
Okay.
We'll keep the pirates off our own backs. Head to that soldier and see if you can help the refugees.
Okay. Alright, so I'm guessing we're swimming. See. Yep. Nope. It's an interesting way to start. If the boat looks doesn't look damaged from out here. What a nice looking boat, though. Look at that thing. Guess it's really a ship, not a boat. In any case, who are we talking to? Lieutenant Kusargi. Hello, Lieutenant.
That ship. The Prowler, isn't it?
Hi, Power.
I've heard tales of its captain
I
and
guess
crew.
so.
If things
we've-
weren't so dire, I'd hope to
One
meet
second.
them.
We finished up the first quest of Cadwell's list, and yeah, so I'm excited to get started on this one. It's nice to see you here today. We got drops going on, so hopefully you will get one. It'll be fantastic. So what happened?
I'm uncertain. Lord Garashri brought my unit to Haven as part of our final training. But when we arrived, the city was under pirate attack. We worked with the fisher folk to help the citizens escape.
So who attacked exactly? Do you know what kind of pirates or whatnot?
The Jackdaws, a pirate band that raids throughout the long coast. But how could one pirate ship do so much damage? They shouldn't have taken the city at all, let alone as quickly as they did.
Well, what can I do?
The Speaker hoped to locate General Andare, but we could find no sign of her garrison. He feels the city's defense is our responsibility. But there are few of us. Please, find Lord Gareshri. Help take Haven back from the pirates.
All right, where can I find him?
This one. I do not know.
Oh,
Not exactly. I only know what I must protect. But Lord Gareshri spoke with some refugees before he left. The merchant Narel. and Corinway, who leads the fisher folk. Perhaps they would know.
All right, I will talk to them. Alrighty, well, see what's going on here. It's not real.
When I went to bed last night, I dreamed of a fully laden ship docking in the harbor. I thought it was a good omen. Couldn't have been more wrong.
Have you seen Lord Gavashri?
He was wading through the swamp with a handful of soldiers. They looked greener than the water. But good luck to the Cat Lord, I say.
So do you know where he was going?
To the other end of the marsh. I've only seen the place from the Haven docks. Never thought I'd wade through it. If you're headed after the Cat Lord, cross the marsh and make for the walls. I'd wager he's by the gate.
Okay, any information about this marsh that I need to be aware of?
Never seen it before this evening. I've sent apprentices there for alchemical supplies. Had I known it was crawling with Horvor, I would have increased their stipends. But not by much. You have to keep them in line.
Do you know what happened in Haven?
One moment I was nearly asleep, and the next I heard yelling. I looked outside and saw raiders with torches, so I leapt out the window and ran. That's right, completely nude all the way here.
Oh my.
The fisherfolk loaned me some clothes. Good of them.
Oh, okay then. That was a little bit too much information, but thank you. I must be going now. Let's see. We need to talk to somebody over this way.
Is that you?
Oh, the Lord's over that way, but there's somebody else I guess I didn't need to talk to anybody. Could have sworn there was somebody else. Alright, let's ooh. Bugs. Come on, Mary, let's go around these. Boy, this is a strange place. Like there's somebody out here.
I'm hopeless.
Oh.
I'm ruined.
Oh no. Huh? Are you okay?
I thought running an inn would be safer than sailing a merchant scow. And yet pirates... always pirates.
What happened to you?
I was short on some supplies. I planned to meet with a trader to restock. Then pirates. Everyone ran in different directions. I heard some screams out in the marsh, but I twisted my ankle.
Who was screaming?
My workers. They're like family. The kind that doesn't know their way around a marsh. Not like you. Hey, if you run across them, would you mind keeping them safe? Especially Kazuli, my cook. As long as she's all right, I'll be all right.
I'll keep an eye out for them. Do have other things to do, but, yeah. Okay. I think Barashri is this one. We've got a ways to go. Okay, I think we ought to ride, but I want to see some kind of a path. Looks like there might be one coming up. Right up here. There's a way shrine too, which we already have. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, it's a pirate. Oops. Interesting. Okay. Need to go in this building. You guys are doing a great job. I need to get through here. Do you mind? I guess I'm going around.
Can you do anything to help?
Let them have it!
The book. Okay. Too busy to read that right now, unfortunately. What a mess. What a mess. My lord. It's good to see that you're okay, sir.
Without the weight of numbers, we can't retake Haven by direct assault. The key to victory is the fort.
Lieutenant Kazragi said you needed some help.
Sharp clawed that one. It's why I left her in charge. This has been enlightening training cruise for my soldiers. I wanted to show them life outside of elsewhere. For them to see what it means to be a Dominion citizen. I never expected this.
Lieutenant Kazragi mentioned something about Haven's garrison.
Ah, yes. The great General Andari. I wanted to introduce my soldiers to a real Dominion hero. Shame that she's gone. Pulled her fearsome Jade Dragoons out of town before we arrived, and left the place defenseless. Seems the pirates decided to fill the void.
Why would she leave? That doesn't make any sense.
A question for another time. Right now, we need to deal with these pirates. Jackdaws, they call themselves. We spotted a few giving orders to the others. These Jackdaw lieutenants are the key.
You mean the key?
We must know why have the Jackdaws lingered in Haven. What do they plan for its citizens? Take my notebook and find the Jackdaw lieutenants. Make note of anything they say which gives us a clearer understanding.
I'll see what I can learn. Rather kill them, but not a good way to get information. So, gotta get on that. Go around this wall. Oh. Wait a minute. What is happening?
Let them have it!
Alright, so we do want to be in here.
Split up!
Not nice. These guys don't really look like pirates. Just look like regular bandits. Okay. Got a Artificer Halana over this way. This. Oh.
The enemy is this way.
No, I think I've got a couple of them right here, thank you.
Now kill.
Okay, let's see if we can look at this. Jarma's orders in gold. I understand your concern about lack of supplies for the ritual, but you're forgetting there's a local mages guild to raid for stores. Once you confirm they have the goods, send me word so we know to proceed. Jarma Ravenhair. Okay, this is the first I've ever heard of this person. Alright, so we got that, but we need to talk to this artificer. Or
I guess this is a fight now.
okay. Oh, it's another note. Okay, here's another note. Let your lot fill their pouches. But the necromancers will need bodies for the plan to work. 10 cartloads should be enough. 10 cartloads of bodies? Oh my lord. Look for bodies in the streets before you go about making any new ones. If the people of Haven see us bashing down their doors and dragging out corpses, they'll find courage beneath their fear. Okay. Person. Interesting. Alright. Oh, we gotta go down here.
I'll take one if you're buying.
We gotta get in there. Ah, crap.
Light it up!
She can take care of him, I think. Just leave me alone. You guys are so annoying. I think we need to get on this ship over here. Or, yeah. Right? Yeah. I really don't have any idea what's going on at the moment. Why I'm here, what exactly am I looking for? I was supposed to just talk to the king. Get myself all mixed up in this mess. Another note, of course.
But now I'm going to.
Hi, Xenostar. How are you today? I don't care how, but I want that drugged Wamasu out of the hold and under Haven. It should fit through the old Imperial aquifer outside the city walls. If we can't secure our escape route before the ritual completes, we're sunk. And don't jostle it. If it wakes up angry, it starts melting support columns, and we don't want the city to come down until after we're gone. God, what the heck is going on here? We gotta locate the entrance. Okay. That's a different quest, right? Alright, we just need to get off the boat. Or take the quick way. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It's been a really good day so far. I forgot about the time change, though. So, but I figured it out, obviously, but, initially it's like, oh my god, I didn't pay any attention to that. There's so much going on that the time change just didn't register. I got an extra hour, which was great. Hello, Lieutenant.
Some of Haven's guard arrived to defend the fisher folk and refugees. I thought to sneak along the beaches, see what I could learn. Then I saw you. So, what should we do?
Well, Lord Garish asked me to discover the pirates' plans, and here's what I found. Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you tuned in today. Then you get an extra hour.
Really? What are the Jackdaws planning?
They're bringing bodies to Haven's fort for some kind of necromantic ritual.
What? Why would pirates do such a thing? We must get to the fort and stop them. But if they hold the fort, they must have the gates locked. How could we get in?
Well, there's an entrance through this aquifer here. That's why I was coming over this way.
Good. If you can enter the fort and open the gate, I can bring reinforcements to you.
Okay.
Where is Lord Garishri? I must tell him of this plan.
He's in an abandoned house near the outer walls.
Then we both must hurry. Keep your wits about you, friend. We'll meet inside the fort and stop these pirates from whatever dark magics they plan.
Okay, well, be careful. Alright, let's go. We are the sewer specialists. Okay, so we gotta go to the right. Go. Ooh. What's it doing? Nasty thing, you. Oh. Did I go the wrong way? I'm confused. On this side. Well, I went in this room, but there didn't appear to be a hallway there. I think we need to... Let's look over here. Thank you, Power. The map isn't really clear that it's multi-level, but I'm thinking this white is a different level now that I look at it. Oh, okay. I see. We can get there from this room, so that'll work out. Got some bad guys in here. I don't know if we can get past. Go. Oh, don't you knock me off. Oof. Close. Okay, search for a way into the fort. That's my plan. Okay. There we go.
Heal
Move
me.
to flank!
Crazy tunnels.
Get back, you fetcher! Frank! No!
Move, now! I need healing!
No, you don't. You do not need healing. Okay, I think we're, close to the... Oh, what is that? There's a thing down there. Is it a dragon?
From the sides!
Don't let them throw you around like that!
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Oh no, we're gonna have to fight that thing? East Handler. Maybe not. Let's try not. Oh. Now down here, or do I have to go up? Oh, shoot. Climb up that? Think so. Get out of here. I hope that's the right way. I didn't want to have to fight that dragon thing. Or that was an awfully big lizard.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Me too. Alright, now we have to talk to Garishri.
You've done it. Excellent work.
Well, it took a few minutes, but there was something quite unsettling down there, sir.
Well done, my friend. Lieutenant Gazargi brought me what you found.
So, what's next?
The pirate leader intends to fill Haven streets with undead slaves, but there's still time to stop them. They're coming from the Fighters Guild. I need someone I can trust to get inside and disrupt their foul rituals. Can I count on you once more?
Of course, sir.
By Alkosh's scaly nethers, I knew you'd come through. Now, the pirates are likely to have the Fighters Guild heavily guarded and locked down.
Alright, how do I get the key?
I hand it to you.
Oh!
Found it on a pirate's corpse and recognized the markings. The luck of Rachin was with me. I'm sure the Fighters Guild will approve of you smashing anything that doesn't belong. When you finish, inform Lieutenant Kazarki of your success.
Will do. Nice. I mean, I can't say no. He's a lord, after all. That would be quite rude. Alright, let's see. Let's get into the Fighters Guild. Ooh. We got the zombie thing happening here. On. This looks interesting. I guess I want to get rid of all these bad guys before I figure out what the heck I'm to do with these pedestals. Get the mages out of commission. Always a good idea. Normally they don't have a mind of their own, so
Never
we
used to fight this much.
might be
Till I met
good.
you.
Alright, let's destroy this. This one. This one. Okay, fantastic. To, get out of here. Oh no. Lieutenant.
Greetings, my friend. You did it. The undead fell in their tracks. The pirates, they surrendered
Oh,
or
good.
fled.
Fantastic.
Good day.
How bad are you hurt?
They won't tell me. That means it's bad, isn't it?
Aw.
I'm going to die.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Truly? Your words bring me hope. Lord Garishri isn't here, is he?
I can get him for you.
No.
No?
He rallies the people of Haven against the pirates. Please, do not distract him with my fate.
Okay.
If I die from wounds justly earned, I'll greet my ancestors with honor. Tell the speaker it was an honor to serve him.
I will tell him. Oh. That's sad. She was nice. Okay. Well, guess I better go tell him.
You there. Watch yourself.
Did you say that? It had to be you. I always do. If I don't, who will? Find him. My lord.
Ha! I knew you'd done it the moment those undead fell to tatters. Half of the pirates surrendered on the spot. They must have thought whatever you did to the undead would happen to them next.
Good. That's great. The leader's dead.
This means 3 things. First, you were instrumental in crashing the pirate invasion of Haven. Second, the Dominion's leadership owes you a debt of thanks. And third, I am privileged to be the one who pays it. An honor to fight beside you.
Wow. No. Thank you.
I'd like to know why General Andare pulled her Jade Dragoons from Haven. Their absence nearly led to the Jackdaw's success.
Well, I do have some news. Lieutenant Kasargi was seriously wounded.
What? The last I saw, she was carving her way through undead warriors. How bad is it?
It seems pretty bad, sir. She didn't want you to worry.
Nonsense. I'll send for Mages Guild healers to treat her immediately. Don't you worry about Lieutenant Kazarki.
Okay.
She fought like she was born with 6 claws. There's no way she'll go without a fight.
Good. I hope that your healers can help her. Nice. Okay, now we have those workers that we talked to that dude about. And then we have, the quest that brought us here to begin with. We need to speak to King Cameron. So, first, what I want to do is just look and see, where... Oh god, they're way back over there. Okay. Where is the king? Okay, the king is way up there. We are closer to here than to there. I gotta help those workers. Dang it, I can't just leave them. If I leave, I won't end up going back. So, we need to go do this. Always off on a new adventure. Okay. I don't do too many of the side quests, so I don't feel bad about it. Right. But I think we're going to have to run it because, oh, I guess they could be anywhere around here. It's not going to tell me. Okay, well, let's give a run around Miri, and we'll see what we can find. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time, but if we can find them, we will. Look for interesting clues and what's not. Somewhere in the marsh. Big place, isn't it? But it's not going to be too far up. Not going to be over there, is it? No. Okay, so now we just have to go back down this way. Oh! Oh my, here we go.
They're coming for us. I thought I was dead. I'm getting out of here.
Okay, go, quickly. Fantastic. Now, got another one here. And I think I saw another one over in that direction. Oh, there's another one up the beach here. We'll be good.
Oh, thank you. I need to get out of this place.
Go. Well, they seem to all be okay, so that's fantastic. What's this? More book. Company of Wood Orcs. Okay. This one.
I think Kazuli ran to Haven for help. If you see her, tell her we're safe.
Will do. That's who we need to speak to now. Gotta be in here. Hello.
I can't believe it. All these soldiers, and not a decent mess kit among them. If only I'd returned with some supplies.
The workers made it to safety.
Truly? This is wonderful. Please, accept a meager payment for your trouble. And if a strangler-infested marsh doesn't frighten you, perhaps we should speak of additional work.
Oh?
Our profits aren't enough to cover Haven's taxes on the inn. We have a side business to make up the difference. With the destruction caused by the pirates, I'm late making a delivery.
What sort of side business are you talking about?
Well, there are things people want which aren't illegal. Not exactly. But which the Dominion dislikes.
See.
Look, the pirates took some goods used to produce such things. If I don't get the goods to my contact, we'll lose our business. You see?
I see. I guess I'll find your goods. Don't know if that's such a good plan, but we'll look into it anyway. Moon sugar. Okay. Hyssop and mangrove juice. Alright. And they're gonna be like anywhere around here? Here. This way.
Finest merchandise around.
Oh. Right around here. Wait, well this isn't gonna be too difficult. Here, straight ahead. Anything else in there?
You fought the agents of Mehrunes Dagon, and won. The savior of Firsthold.
Excuse me?
By Ifre. It's a miracle nothing caught fire. The entire plaza could have exploded. The perils of being a well-stocked alchemist, you know.
Yes. Well, no, I don't know, but, yes, dear. Whatever you say. Alright, let's look over here. There. Okay, now we have to go to the Magus Guild. Is this way. Here? This would be the place. You're not the contact. Okay. Stairs, perhaps? Well, they don't make this easy, do they? Below. Okay. Well, we'll go down this side. Alright, now I'm just going around in circles here. Is it this dude? Or, oh, there's a note. I was looking for a person, that's why I was confused. My employer's new arrangement makes it harder to meet in public. Get me the base mixture and I'll get you the payment. I hope you haven't forgotten how to combine the ingredients in the mixing mechanism. All you have to remember is to keep things orderly. First, add each ingredient carefully, and the sweet sticky moon sugar cane, then the bitter mangrove juice, and the hist, all combine to produce our product. Once you're finished, meet me on the beach. I've marked it on the map beside the journal. Okay, well, so it's a sugar, mangrove, hist. Get this right the first time. Sugar. Mangrove. Right, did it. Maybe I should be an alchemist after all. Nah. I'm not the laboratory type. Let's see. I need to go down to the beach. I hope I don't get jumped or something worse down here. We shall see. I like the music in this zone. Okay, I guess we gotta go. Sure. Oh, down there. Okay. You with me, Mary? Where are you going? She's going a different way. Oh, okay. Guess she knows all the shortcuts and stuff. Well, this looks relatively safe. Hello.
Oh, hello. Guess I should have expected to see you around. Not that it isn't good to see you, but, why are you here, exactly?
I have something for you.
Well, you're full of surprises. You weren't followed here, were you? No, never mind. I'm sure everything's fine. Thank you for delivering this. Good for the crew's morale.
Yeah, I don't feel real good about doing something like that. I'm not really a dealer by nature. But I guess I can't say that anymore, can I? Alright. Let's go see the king. I don't think I have a quick way of getting there. So we are just going to run it.
Let's ride!
Now we can actually start the quest that we came here to do. Gotta end up going more north as soon as we can. Oh, there's a way shrine up here though. We might as well grab that. Right, and we need to go... Yeah, we're getting far away from where we need to be. Way we can get up here. Almost.
Something's not right here. Be ready for a fight.
Oh crap, this is where the, nope, I'm just running. I don't want to get stuck with the, anchor. Friendly. Camp. Yeah. Okay, there should be a path that we can take. Yeah. Going in the right direction. Yeah, Power, I know I can. Does it drive you crazy that I don't shift? I don't sprint more? Kinda go at a slower pace. Just kinda always played games that way. I'm weird, I know. I'm different.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
I just started using Sprint a little bit in my Age of Conan playthrough. I normally never did, and I really think I was annoying some people, so I decided I better try it. And I mean, it's nice, but I used it in the rare occasion where I had to escape quickly, which is usually every day. So, you know, it's possible. Let's see. We need to go that way. How do you get in there? Okay, it looks like I can get in there by going straight this way. And around. Okay, there's a lot going on here. This is a busy place. Okay, let me go this way. There's a cart. That cart go? Oh god, yeah, that's another prologue or something, I think. Uh-oh. Got some lag happening. Okay, there's a way shrine here. Ooh, here's a note. Let's read it. Cyrodiilic Collections needs you. Cyrodiilic Collections, a society dedicated to the retrieval, restoration, preservation of Argonian antiquities. Well, you know what? You know I like to collect things, so we'll talk to Concordia Mercius in Vocal Guard. Davin's Watch. Okay, that's a prologue. Right. We'll pick it up, but I'm not gonna work on that. Not right at the moment. Alright, where is this king? What is this? For glory. Well, there's notes all over the place. Do I long for a greater challenge? Well, not today. I have got more than enough challenges right now. Need to talk to the king. Boy, this is quite the tree, isn't it? Cool. Look at this, and this is inside of a tree? This is so cool. Wow. A lot of people here. Well, that's not the king. No. Am I not where I'm supposed to be? Oh, I have to go up. Or around. Go. Here. This is so cool. I see what you mean by forest power. This is great. Your Majesty.
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner.
Queen Aren sent me to help deal with the unrest.
How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift, especially with the trouble brewing in Eldenroot. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Aren promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches.
Do you know what? When we first started playing this game, I came to an area, I started a prologue, and there was a Khajiit there with a cart, and she was complaining about not having an embassy. So it kind of ties together. That's pretty cool. So what's caused the delay?
Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
He doesn't seem very majestic. I'm just saying. He's kind of funny. All right, I'll ask Prince Naaman. Thank you for your time, sire. Oh my. Okay. See. Hello, sir. May I have a word?
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape.
These people are something else. The king says there's some problems with the Khajiit embassy. I'm hoping you could enlighten me.
That again? My sister, Queen Aren, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy.
So why has it been delayed?
No, you don't get to question me. Not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That will break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh?
I'm sorry about that, but you know that it could not be helped. I think Queen Aren trusts you to put the Dominion's interests before your own.
I suppose that's my burden. Very well. I won't give you the satisfaction of doubting my loyalty. You were asking after the Khajiit?
Yes. What could have delayed their embassy's construction?
Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Iren's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinway at the Altmer Embassy.
What's a ratification ceremony, if you don't mind me asking?
An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Iren will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel.
Oh, wow.
Rubbish, if you ask me.
Well, with all that's happening, why did Queen Iren offer to build the Khajiitan embassy?
To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal.
And you disagree?
Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony?
Okay. I imagine it's difficult, trying to figure out how to keep everybody happy. I would not want that burden. Not at all. So now we have to go to the Altmer Embassy.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you?
You're rude. What business is it of yours?
You're confident, I'll give you that. Strode right up to the king.
Who are you?
Azerith, Vine Dusk Ranger. You could say we keep King Kamor and Eredon in touch with his people. Watch yourself. The boughs of the Elden Tree are bright and beautiful, but they cast long shadows.
What do you mean?
A year ago, the king nearly lost Eldenroot to a civil war. People have long memories. But that's old news. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine.
I wonder why we were meant to meet this fellow. Something tells me we're going to be running into him again. All right, let's go. Guessing I have to go out.
Fine goods for sale.
Yeah. In here? Okay, obviously the embassy's not in the tree. Find it. That bread good? Looks good. Nothing better than freshly baked bread. Okay. Doesn't look like it's far. We'll just go right up here. There are so many people here. This must be an important city. A lot happening. Oh, cool. I can do a little bit of crafting while I'm here. I've got so many things I need to break down and stuff like that, and maybe upgrade what I've got. Okay, the ambassador should be.
Do what you promised.
Excuse me to disturb you with your cooking. Just nosying about. Looking for someone. Is upstairs. Here. Excuse me, ma'am. Don't mean to intrude. Well, I do mean to intrude.
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance.
Ouch. Prince Naaman said I should speak with you.
Oh, forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Irene's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you?
Why isn't the Khajiit embassy constructed yet?
Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn?
Prince Naaman says it was your responsibility. For the Queen.
Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs.
Where are these supplies?
Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice.
Wow, she's a real peach. Alright, let's,
We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions.
Yeah. I hope he remembers
was
talking
stealing,
to me.
and I saw it.
Okay, where's the storeroom? Maybe it was back where the cook is? No. Not gonna be in here. We'll find it. There? Why so? Oh, Malin.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Tarinway's orders.
Ambassador Tarinway sent me to inspect the storeroom, sir. Can you please step aside?
She did? That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside.
She didn't give me any orders.
Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course.
What kind of emergency?
The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim.
If you don't step aside, you're going to have an emergency, sir.
What? Did you hear that? I could have sworn it was my
so
captain
bad.
pulling me away.
Goodbye. Okay. So, we need to search the food and the supply crate. Let's do the supply crate first. Blankets inside are full of holes and the tools are broken. All of the supplies are worthless. Oh dear, this isn't good. Why? Sabotage. Guessing this food isn't any good. Rotten meat, old bones, and spoiled grain. Okay, well, we need to report what we found here. This is not cool.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here?
I was inspecting the storeroom for the Khajiit embassy stuffs. And I wasn't happy with what I found, sir.
I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom.
I just told you.
Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find?
Useless. Rotting food and broken tools.
Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun?
Well, she said that she hired a local work crew to collect some stone from ruins.
What do you mean, collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her.
Well, she said she was heading to look for you.
I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Irene's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
Okay, something's fishy. That ambassador's involved in something shady. I just know it. Okay. Where are these ruins? Here.
Will this work never end?
Not really way over there. Across town.
How can you ignore your allies like this?
The Khajiit are getting mad. What you wanna bet she's involved in something bad? Put money on it if I was a gambling girl. Oh no. Workers. Multiple cuts on this wood elf's body appear to have come from an axe. His hands are calloused and he wears the simple clothing of a tradesman. Oh. He's just an innocent. That makes me mad. She's involved. Broken down cart. Surface of this cart is covered in a layer of fine dust. It appears to have been hacked apart. And here's this fellow again. I knew I was going to run into him. Hello again.
So you're standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you.
What are you doing here?
King Camoran Eredon had his suspicions about the embassy. Asked me to look into the matter, quietly. We both have a stake in this. We should work together, see where it leads.
How much do you know about what's going on?
I know enough. Khajiit owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. The king sent me to find out why.
Well, I need to find out who's behind this.
The king suspects Ambassador Tarinwe has been up to no good.
See?
Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance. so he sent me to deal with it.
How are you supposed to deal?
Ambassador Tarinway used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy.
Well, she left the embassy earlier, after I talked to her. Said she was going to head over to where the prince was, but the prince was on his way to the storeroom. Anyway, you don't need to know all that information.
If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee.
Great.
Have someone smuggle her out of Grotwood. We should probably stop her.
Okay.
Meet me by the middens at the base of the Elden Tree. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I knew it. Wait, I'm going this way. You take care of that, whatever that is, Miri. Okay. Out of here. Can I get... I can't get out this way. Oh. That doesn't help me, does it? Go around. To the big tree. Or whatever this middens entrance is. Okay, well, I guess if we just stay on the road, go through the courtyard, up and around will be good.
What do you want?
This work never ends.
Stargazer Herald, straight ahead. Oh, that's the... Yeah, we don't
The
want
hero of Cold Harbor walks among
Please, listen to me for just a moment.
Nope.
It's very important.
I can't. I'm sorry. I think I need to go down there. Okay, let's get off our mounts. Oh, you're with me. Hello.
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Necessary evil, I'm told.
It does seem pretty busy around here. So, are you certain Ambassador Tarinway's inside?
Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here.
Okay.
We should get moving. We're not far behind her.
Okay, what are we going to do when we find her? I need to know the plan.
Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a high elf ambassador.
So what can we find in this place?
Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion.
So how do we proceed? I'm not really familiar with all that stuff.
Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grotwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict. That's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
Okay, so, okay, let's go in there then. go. The midden. I guess every city's got to have their, you know, their ghetto sections. Right. Search the lower den. Now, need to try to stay inconspicuous. Search the pit. Okay. Search the upper layer. I am thinking maybe she would probably be in the upper rather than the pit.
I wasn't always a beggar.
I don't know, how do you get into these different places? Let's keep going. Go up first. She seems so snooty, you know. She wouldn't be down in the sewage, you know. But I don't see that happening. I could be wrong. Okay, this guy doesn't look very friendly. Supremacist soldier. Okay, we're not going to get by him without any issues. Yep. I tried to be good. But I'm sorry. If someone's running at me, I'm going to protect myself. Okay, this is the upper layer. Now, I could be very wrong. Ahaha! What do you know?
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Prince Naaman? We had assurances. How can we make him our puppet if we can't control him?
So he's not totally innocent either. Oh. That's not good. That is really bad, considering his station and all that stuff. Do this.
It's too late! Harrisons!
Just gonna stand there, dude? Let me beat on you? Guess so.
Nah, I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
On your feet! You're coming with me.
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camor and Eredon, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
You'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you. Now get moving! Good working with you. I'll take her from here.
No,
you should inform the king of the good news.
Will do. Nice. Alright. We get out of here. I guess we just go out. We'll go out the way we came in, I guess. They're actually going to walk out. They're going to disappear any minute, I'm sure. Making sure she doesn't run back the other direction. There you go.
Could you help me out?
With what?
Lend a helping hand? Lend a helping hand?
Oh, I can't give you anything, sir. You don't have any kind of a way for me to give you monies.
Will you?
Hmm. All right, back to the throne room, which I don't think is very far. Cart dude. I'm just in awe of this huge tree. I'm just...
There are three around you now. Look for the Bosmos sitting in scenic places, for they will not move without being moved. All that spinners should ever do is tell stories, according to Ithran.
Oh. Stuttering again. It could be because of, all the people here. They got so many cool pets in the game. Yeah. Well, let's hope that he believes us, you know? I mean, I don't really have any proof. My word against hers at this point. Highness?
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy?
Here goes nothing. Ambassador Terranway conspired against the Dominion.
Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy.
Oh, my lord.
Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it.
I captured her, Your Highness.
Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naemon. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very Dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
Okay, then. Well, he's kind of in on it, isn't he? So this is going to be interesting. Sire, I have a question for you.
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinway, a traitor,
Mm-hmm.
my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion.
What will happen to Ambassador Tarnway?
We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinway until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants.
Thank you.
Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process.
What do you mean?
The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinway assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings.
Okay, I get it. Very, very possible. So are you going to cancel the ceremony?
Doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell.
Okay, I'll speak with Melaras.
The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task.
Let's see, I already asked him and he kind of answered me already, but let's see if he doesn't have anything further for me. Hello, Melaras.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure.
What do you know of the orrery?
Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method.
Okay, what sort of alternative?
Why, we'll look to the past. According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful.
What do you mean by divine spark?
I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course.
I see. And where can I find an alien source of power?
The heart of a numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing.
Okay.
But a member of the local mages guild named Laranalda theorizes it's in a local Aeliad ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the heart of a numeral.
Okay, so who operates this thing?
Conservator Darineth maintains the orrery and has studied the Aeliad monitoring rituals. Unfortunately, she was called away to South Point for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to return, we'll have our operator.
Okay, well, know what I need to find.
Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Darineth as a missing element.
All right. So, first off, get out of here. This sounds like quite a quest. We got a bunch of map updates I saw, so we're going to check that out as soon as we get out. I wonder if it matters which order. I'm guessing we want to talk to Darneth first. Could be wrong. But, quite sure. Alright, well, what we're gonna do... Alright, so there is Mantle, Conservator. Okay, we can come down here first. So let's just pop down there. Need to go. Right? South Point. Yeah. I think it would probably be a good idea to ride. Ready, Miri? I know you didn't get your rest at the inn, but maybe in South Point you can, my dear. Go. It is quite pretty here. Okay, there's a way shrine. Whatever that's up there. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Yes, lots of trees, Power, and I know how much you love trees.
You there, halt! There's great danger ahead.
Oh. Excuse me? What kind of danger?
South Point is good.
What was that? Well. Alright, can we try this again? What's the danger? Besides spiders.
South Point is currently off limits. You'll need to keep back for your own safety.
I need to get there. What happened?
The citizens of South Point are killing each other in the streets. I've seen nothing like it. Captain Alonthor may need help evacuating survivors. You'll find him by the road, outside the town.
Okay. Speak to him. Well, this isn't good. I need to get a hold of somebody. The grip of madness. Oh boy. Alright. Well. Yes. Captain, what's going on?
Turn back, citizen. South Point is... I don't know what to call it exactly.
What happened?
I sent 3 of my best scouts into South Point to answer that very question, but none returned. Until I know their fates, I can't request reinforcements. But I won't send anyone else inside until I know what happened to my scouts. You see my predicament.
Well, what if I found them?
I certainly won't stop you. One of South Point's citizens also offered to help find the scouts, but she seemed a bit eccentric. Perhaps she has something to offer beyond alarming theories?
I'll speak with her.
You should know Dareneth has some sort of position in Elden Root. Seems to think her reputation precedes her. No need to kiss the hem of her robes, but she's far less prickly if you show her some respect.
I'll keep that in mind. Fantastic.
Last I saw Dareneth, she was taking shelter in one of the tents. I could do without this damnable rain. It's been storming since we arrived, and it shows no sign of letting up.
That is so cool, because that's exactly who we need to talk to. Oh, is that her? Yes. Oh, ma'am.
Did Captain Alonthor send you to mock me? Did you come to tell me I don't know the work of a Daedric prince when I see one?
Daedric prince? What Daedric prince?
Isn't it obvious? Madness swept through South Point like a
Oh
plague,
no,
and
the
so quickly.
cheesemonger
Only
dude.
one Daedric prince has such power.
Yep, Sheogorath. Crap. I'm still not done with him anyways. I think I still need to get a book from him. Well. Interesting.
No, it's... Wait, yes, that's it exactly. The Daedric Prince of Madness himself, here in South Point. It's all rather exciting, isn't it?
You don't seem concerned about South Point.
I'm exceptionally concerned. It is my home, after all. But I'd rather show my concern by doing something about the problem. The captain wanted to find his scouts, didn't he? We should get going.
You want to come with me?
Of course. You need someone who knows the town, and I need someone with whom to take a stroll in this lovely rain. No use arguing. I've been getting my way since before you were born. Or do you want a sweet old woman to show more courage than you?
Conservator Dareneth from the Orrery, right?
Yes. What of it?
Well, you're needed in Elden Root for the ratification ceremony.
Actually, I'm needed in South Point. Unless the Queen prefers it left to the whims of a Daedric prince. She can wait.
Okay then. I guess we've got a companion for now. She does have a weapon, so at least that's a good thing. Shall we? The way in this place, we're gonna have to go around. Here. She can keep up.
The streets are dangerous. We should check the homes, be neighborly, see if those inside know where the scouts are.
Good idea. Wish I would have thought of it. Alright, let's go.
No scout. And I do hope that smell came out of an animal.
Alright. Not gonna hang out here then.
No scouts here, just my neighbor. Although this is certainly an interesting arrangement.
I'm guessing she doesn't stay in very many inns. Alright, we got one more to check. Not sure the house is a good first choice, but we will humor her. Fixit's house. Oh. Lieutenant.
It's not time yet. The mayor said you can't eat me until dinner.
We're here to free you, not eat you.
Praise Arcay. This entire town has gone mad. We should have informed Captain Elonthor immediately, but I insisted we press on. If we'd fallen back, maybe my scouts would still be themselves.
What do you mean, still be themselves?
The mad people brought us to their mayor. I don't know how he did it, but he turned my scouts into bears. Bears! I thought he'd do the same to me, but he changed his mind. Said the town folks should have me for dinner.
What can you tell me about this mayor? Let me guess, he likes cheese.
He locked himself in that big cathedral, saw the doors flare up briefly, glowing as bright as the sky, and then it faded. Magic keeps them shut, I'm sure of it. I've had enough of this place. Please untie me. I need to warn Captain Elonthor.
Okay.
I'm getting out of here. I recommend you do the same.
Well, fortunately
This
for
mayor
me...
seems a charming fellow. We
Yeah.
should decide what must be done about him.
Okay. We should, or you should.
Soldiers turned into bears, people setting themselves on fire, and now a mad mayor locked in a cathedral. I know I should be horrified, but it all sounds so exciting.
All right, well, what do we do about those scouts?
Oh, I suppose I can reverse the effects of the mayor's magic. After many, many years of honing my craft, this should be a simple matter. But if we're hunting bears, I'll need you to be the bait.
Really? Why me?
I'm an old woman, and such magic requires precision. Wrestling with bears impedes precision. Slap them about their faces, throw sticks at them, call them harsh names, however you must. Keep their attention while I do the complex part.
Okay, and what about the mayor?
I have an old scroll tucked away in my basement laboratory. If we have it in hand, it won't matter how tightly he's locked that cathedral door. But first, we should rid South Point of its bear problem.
Okay.
Shall we?
Sure, let's go. Alright. One this way. Distract the bear. Is it in here? Yes. Hi bear. Hi. Oh no!
Keep that bear away from me.
Oh god. Oh god. Don't kill it. Mary. Oh good. Holy shit.
Thank you. I can leave this nightmare.
Mary, I think, dear, we're gonna have to deal with you real quick here. I hate to do this to you, but I think, for right now. Okay, let's go. Gotta find the other bear. I think it's right over here.
Alas, poor me.
Where? Oh. Oh god, these people, there's something terribly wrong with them. There's the bear. Let's bring these people over here and they can help distract the bear, maybe. Where's the lady? Where'd she go? Back there. Here, I got the bear. Work your magic.
Set it ablaze!
No, I'm not going to get the bear. She needs to... Or is she just healing me?
Burn it!
Smash it in the head! Keep it away from me!
Now!
Okay, we got the scout.
Flee while you can.
Oh, I don't need to flee. I just needed to make sure the bear didn't get killed. Okay. Well, that was a little messy, but it worked. Get Mary back.
My house isn't far from here. We'll slip into my basement laboratory, grab the scroll, and use it to unlock the cathedral.
Sounds like a good plan. Gonna have to deal with some crazies, though. Would appear so. Where's her front door? I don't know what's going on. This is very weird. Well, this isn't her house. Lab. Okay, well this looks like where we're supposed to be, doesn't it? Go. Ah!
Get out of there or the lightning will destroy you!
Well, okay. We better talk to
We
her, I
won't make
think.
it inside my laboratory unless we stop the lightning.
Okay. Well, I was doing okay. I think I could have gone down that hatch. But the storm isn't natural. How do we stop it?
If someone conjured this storm, they do it from somewhere they could see everything in South Point. There's an
Okay.
old Colovian tower nearby. It's the highest point in the town, aside from the cathedral.
Well then, that's where we're going.
That's it! Have some lightning! You want more lightning? I have plenty to go around!
The tower, I'm hoping. Gotta be.
You get the lightning! Now you get the lightning! What are you doing here?
Rufinus.
I don't know you.
Are you causing all this?
So what if I am? They called me an angry drunk, said I'd never amount to anything. But now I have the lightning, and I'll give it to anyone who makes me mad. Shut your mouth and walk away, or you'll get the lightning, just like all the others.
You need to end the storm.
I don't need to listen to this. I'll show you, like I did them. Nobody pushes Rufinus around!
Watch me. We got more important things to deal with.
You had it in you, but the storm's clearing.
Yes.
We should head to my laboratory.
I know that's kind of out of character, but that was really the only thing we could do. Too important situation here. We gotta have our priorities. And he decided his fate when he started that crap. So, there's that. Exactly. Right. Now we should be able to get in here, go down the hatch.
Now where did she... Ah, yes, it's on my desk. Yes, over there. Do you see it?
Yes. Rabbits.
Let's head to the cathedral. We're the last people the mayor will expect.
What a beautiful building. Look at that. Okay, I gotta get up there, so I think bound to be some steps right here.
You won't kill me, Daedra!
Oh. All right.
I don't deserve this.
Okay, I hope it. Oh boy, look at this. Wait, the ward on that door. Okay, let's use the scroll. Everybody here? Well, good. Then I did what was most popular then.
Is that the mayor? Wait, I recognize him. Let me see if I can talk some sense into him.
Okay. Do your best.
Who's there? How did you get in?
Mayor
I want to be alone.
Don't you recognize me, Mayor Olis?
Dareneth. Thank the divines. Sheogorath did this, all of it. He used me.
And how exactly did he use you?
He promised me power, the respect I deserve. But then he cursed my tongue with madness and let me make a mess of this town.
You're so pitiful, even for a mortal.
What?
Oh no, she's a Daedra.
You heard me!
Oh, she's Sheogorath. Oh my god!
Tell me, what's it like?
I was totally fooled.
I'm so sorry, Sheogorath. I thought you'd abandoned me.
Owlie, I left you a tongue that drives people mad. But I suppose if you don't want my gift, I can take it from your mouth and give it to my new favorite mortal friend.
No. Think of all I've built here. The wonderful screams I've created, all in your name. Doesn't that make me your favorite?
Oh, very well. Sorry, my second favorite mortal friend. We had a good run, but it's time for your curtain call.
Oh no.
You're finally coming out of it. We should reintroduce ourselves.
Oh boy. Okay. It's time for me to stop the stream. So we are gonna leave the episode here. Hopefully when I load in next time, this is where we will be. Interesting predicament we're in here. I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, so thank you guys for joining me today, and I can't wait until Thursday to find out how this ends up. I hope you get a drop today. There was actually a drop on Thursday as well, but I didn't know about it. But yeah, this quest is quite something. Looking forward, like I said, I can't wait until I can't wait until Thursday. But yeah, So I'll hope to see you guys then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Nice. Good power. You too, Zeno. Take care, guys.